Hello there. Thanks for coming. This is going to be fucking epic. I hope. I really hope so. I'm probably being too loud for you all right now, but who cares? Thanks for coming. We've got a fantastic thing going on tonight. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be fucking great. I'm being sensible. I'm not drinking much. Quick plug, 2 feet cider, best in the field. Sea wolves, pond water, don't drink it. I've got a lot of people coming up tonight. We got to play a lot of music, a lot of sing-songs. Hopefully you'll like it all. Hopefully we're all going to have a bit of a giggle. And we can go on from there. Sound good? I hope so. Right, I have got a wonderful person who has promised me a lot of alcohol for doing this. And when I say a lot of alcohol, I don't think I'll survive it if I drink it all. It's going to be such a good end. It's going to be great, but still, we're here for the theatre right now. A lot of acts, a lot of music, a play. We're going to have a laugh. So, I'm going to introduce someone now who's going to have a little chat with you all, tell you what's going on, because she can use her words a lot better than I can, because, you know, talking and stuff like that, I don't do it, I hit things. So, without further ado, I'm going to pass you over to Cora. I'm going to vanish. It's a blessing in disguise, trust me. So, I'm going to do that, and then you can all listen to someone sensible, a lot more sensible than me. I might be back, I might not, I don't know. Anyway, all yours, Cora.
No audio.
No audio.
No audio.
How about now?
There we go, yeah.
No audio at all. Oh! Hello! So, Cora, I have to say this. You've got no audio! We can't hear you! We can see you! So, no for us. No, nothing at all. We're doing well here. So, this is going to be great. So, let me see what I can do here for us all quickly. It's going to be a very, very quick thing, if anything works whatsoever. So bear with me. Right, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's try that. Okay, Cora, can you say something for me now, my dear?
Of course I can. Hello, can you hear me?
Okay, right, that should be better at all. Yeah, a quick intermission there. But no intermission. I like to deal with things on the fly. So, is that all working now? Yes, I think that might be working now. Yeah. Well done. I need people to say something, if that's working. Can you say something again, Cora, for me?
Everyone can hear me now? Anyone at all? Yes.
Yes, we can hear it good. Right, okay. Fantastico. Right. I'll let you have her back now. I'll go back over there and just, you know, sit there and be pretty in the corner. All yours, Cora.
Okay, well, let's try this again. Citizens of the Empire and those tuning in from outside of our great lands, thank you for joining us this evening. This is an appeal that I feel very strongly about. This is to save our theatre. I am Corafine Fiore de Tessato, coming to you live from my vineyard in Tessato. But please do excuse my visage. My hair and makeup girl is stuck in Savos, and I have to do this all myself. Now, I have been with the theatre in the league since its inception, an integral part of that team that brought you so many wonderful events over the years. In the beginning, this theatre was led by the wonderful and talented Aphilides of the Gilded Horn Carter. She took me under her wing and taught me everything she knew about running a successful theatre. I cannot sing her praises enough. We miss her very much. Since her retirement from the theatre, I and a fantastic team have taken over her duties to continue bringing this theatre to life at every event in Anvil. Unfortunately, we have been left without a venue. And we had so many plans since we took over the Carter Eterno. We have had plans for many wonderful events, some classes to help people when they are in Anvil with some things that they may find some difficulty with. For instance, you can't be heard at Conclave even if you've put up your hand and paid your mana? Well then, we have some orator classes for you. Would you like a safe space to go if you're feeling overwhelmed by everything? Then the theatre would be a place for you to feel safe. We have previously been provided the venue when we go to Anvil, but now we no longer have that venue. So we are fundraising at the moment to make sure that we can continue to provide these services for you and continue showing the wonderful talent that we have here in the Empire. So thank you all for joining us. Thank you for any donations that have already been made and any donations that you will be providing us with tonight. And we will ensure to continue to provide the best venue in Anvil. Thank you.
I'm back again. Thank you, Cora, for that. So, as you've probably gathered right now, there are going to be a few issues when we do this. This is quite a large thing that we've done here. So, if there are anything wrong or anything like that, bear with me. Alright, we will get it all sorted. Now, the important bit. If you want to donate anything, there is a link just down there. You can scroll down a little bit and you can find it, and you can donate a little bit, whatever you can. If you don't want to, that's fine too. Just stay here, listen, chat, have fun. Have a drink, pretend you're in a field. It's going to be wonderful. Okay, that's what I'm doing. Okay, we are going to have a great time. So what I'll do is every time we go from one person to another, I'll put up the screen that shows you how much we've made, what we're doing and stuff like that. Okay, just to keep you updated. Okay, so it'll be about 30 seconds or so of that, next performer, and we'll go on and stuff like that. Any requests or anything like that, well, that's going to be down to them, I'm afraid. So I'm not in control of anything. I'm not in control of my beard, and it's mine. So we'll just have to wait and see what goes on, okay? So I'll put that up, we can all see it, and then we'll go on and do everything that we can, okay? So if you can give. If you can't, I hope you have a great evening. You might see me again later, but for your sake, I hope not. But you all take care. And the first act is going to be Idwin. So that's going to be wonderful, isn't it? She's great. So, right, let's get this show on the road, shall we?
Well, hello and good evening, citizens of this empire. Welcome. Oh, I'm going to take that out because that's very distracting. Okay, so this theatre runs very many worthwhile causes, and you should definitely donate to it. A bunch of Navari actually won a competition in that very theatre, which we put money towards to create a bardic college. So, you know, go and donate. This first song is a song called Kiartan's Voice. I hope you enjoy it. Mustering, we're painted for the war. Kiartan's voice, Navari fights a storm. Marching down, he fills our hearts with pride. Courage swelling, more with every stride. He leads to battle, leads to battle, leads to battle. Kiartan's voice, he leads to battle, leads to battle, leads to battle. Kiartan's voice. Is everything okay? Fighters are rallied, ready for the storm. Kiartan's voice, Navari fights a storm. Carried forward, borne upon his voice. Tattooed and armored, we followed him by choice. He leads in battle, leads in battle, leads in battle. Kiartan's voice, he leads in battle, leads in battle, leads in battle. Kiartan's voice. Murdering Jotun, he fell, so now we mourn. Kiartan's voice, Navari fights a storm. Last of his striding, but still we hear his call. Beyond the battle, within the labyrinth walls, he leads from battle, leads from battle, leads from battle. Kiartan's voice, he leads from battle, leads from battle, leads from battle. Kiartan's voice. So that was called Kiartan's Voice, about a legendary Navar who has sadly fallen. But he walks the labyrinth, so, you know, it's all good, really. Ooh, drop my capo. This next song is one that I wrote about a past life vision. So, big thank you to Constanza for helping me and being my guide priest for that. And this song is called Rise and Build. Three people sat there before me. They were arguing all of our fates. We were surrounded by sculptures and beautiful art in its frames. One of them wanted an army. One of them wanted fine art. One of them wanted me to decide from where it should all restart. Rise and build. We must rise and build. You cannot build an empire on orchids and sculpture so skilled. Rise and build. We must rise and build. You cannot build an empire on orchids and sculpture so skilled. Limited in our resources, Althea Erskine the scribe turned around to all her comrades, and to compromise I really tried. Tearfully one of them begged me, how could I turn them away? Lose all the beauty of this high art, but keep the forlorn at bay. Rise and build, we must rise and sculpture so skilled. That was a song about my past life vision called Rise and Build. I hope that you're enjoying this. Get your tankards, have a drink, have a chill. And remember to donate. It's very important. This next one is one that it seems to have turned into a little bit of a tradition that we will sing it when people are being sworn into our nation. We don't have to, but people seem to ask for it, so it's very nice. This song is called Painted. Painted, we're painted, we are, painted, we're painted, we are, cold and sharp metal biting my skin, a deep and binding oath. We do it to remind ourselves and keep our promises close. With needle and ink we indelibly mark the brands we have metal which leaves them a scar. Navari we're painted and that's how we are. I'll spread our message above. Painted, we're painted, we are, painted, we're painted, we are, Navari, I promise and swear to you a deep and binding oath. I do it here around this fire whilst I have you close. Our culture and songs must be spread far and wide. I'll channel the virtues, take hold of my pride. Navari, I promise and I said to you, I'll spread our message and pass through. Painted, we're painted, we are, 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 hurrah! I really should stop giving myself a cheer at the end. I'm doing for time. Oh, don't know if I've got time for two. I think maybe just one. Which one then? Okay, fine. So everybody has lost someone, and we know that for the most part our loved ones will walk the labyrinth. And so I wanted to write something that we could scream to the people beyond, and I want for them to hear it. So I'm going to play a song now called Call to the Labyrinth, which will be my last song, I think. Although, well, we'll see how we do for time. Let's give this one a go, and I've got another one if we need it. So... I, calling friends and our comrades who've fallen before. I, reaching memories of friendships that died for the cause. I, missing partners and lovers we've lost in the dance. I, singing their memory, don't leave it to chance. Shout, scream, call to the labyrinth. Hear us, those who pass through. Shout, scream, call to the labyrinth. 7 virtues, but one way. I, leading. Pride be the virtue that shows us the way. I, running, flanking our enemies, making them pay. I, fighting, loyalty binds us together, we'll be. I, kill them, then turn the circle, that's logic you see. Shout, scream, call to the labyrinth. Hear us, those who pass through. Shout, scream, call to the labyrinth. 7 virtues, but one way. 7 virtues, but one way. One way. Hiding, jump from the shadows and stab in the back. I, sneaking, so long as we win, don't care how we attack. I guess some other nations might find it quite odd. But we are the blood of the empire walking the truth. Shout, scream, call to the labyrinth. Hear us, those who pass through. Shout, scream, call to the labyrinth. 7 virtues, but one way. 7 virtues, but one way. 7 virtues, but one way. And that was Call to the Labyrinth. Which can be my last one, if needed. Yeah, cool. That is my last song. Thank you so much for having me, and don't forget to donate.
Right then. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome everybody to Tent Aid. Now, unfortunately, I noticed there was some issues with some of the donations. We're currently up to £720 for this tent. That's almost halfway there. If you want to do yourself a nice donate at some point during this or afterwards, you're more than welcome to. If you don't know who I am, hi. I am Sparrow Oakenhut of Navarre. If you haven't already guessed, by the way, everything usually done. I normally play the drums, but unfortunately, because of the way it normally goes, we're going to have to deal with the fact that I am on guitar today. So let's see here. I wanted to start with a song that I performed once before, lost for a good 2 years, and recently found again. It was untitled until very, very recently. It is called Sparrow Flight, in brackets, a Navarre story. We met many years ago along the trotted way. You showed me my place in the dance and how I should behave. Most of you tried, at least. We are the best of the best and the coolest of the cool. And when we fight together, we kill the old and fool. We battled through Berkeley and to the after van. If the valor knocked us down, we'd always get back up again. With blood in our veins, the scars on our face, for bows and spears and fights. Singing tales, silly tales of Navarre folk tonight. Now this is the part normally where you guys would join in, but it's quite difficult, especially when you're like this. And so I'm going to need you to do this at home, alright? The chorus sounds a bit like this. Na 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 na. Just remember that. Hear us round our fire for songs and smut and mead, but interrupt will then slash and leave you out to bleed. No enemy can defeat us, there's no battle we can't win. When we stand together and fight as one, we'll find our strength within. Remember that chorus, yeah? Na 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 na. Out for the time and age of a long run. We'll see the buffet for all that it has done. So pack your shit, we're moving out to Annabelle, we must go. Sharpen your spear, warm up the drums, Navarre. Off we go. One more time. Na 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 na. Fuck me, that's difficult. Peeking, yeah? Righto, I'm going to do this. Which means that hopefully my mic will stop peaking and we can get on with this. I'm loving the chat now. It's just someone tried to spell banana and got it apocalyptically wrong. Okay, so I've got a couple more songs for you. Unfortunately, you're going to have me stick around, hon. Something different though, for those who have noticed, I am in fact wearing an undershirt, and my god, it's boiling. I don't really like it, but it's Twitch rules, and I've got to go by that. So, we're going to start with Annabelle now, I believe. It's been a while since I've done this one, but hell, that's any odd reason to do it, I guess, isn't it? I'm trying not to touch my face, honest I am. Right. Let's see if I can do this. It's been a while. Met a lad from Faradon, killer's thorn, fighter's thorn, pregnant when the autumn came, fight them back to Anvil. I was jailed for all my kills, killer's thorn, fighter's thorn, had them tattooed on my skin, fight them back to Anvil. My name's Annabelle, I say my name's Annabelle, but now I walk the labyrinth in the glades of Annabelle. been drinking far too much. Killer's Dawn, Fighter's Dawn, Babylon had me in its clutch. Fight them back to Anvil. He was not my only vice. Killer's Dawn, Fighter's Dawn, lost my farm on cards and dice. Fight them back to Anvil. My name was Annabelle. I say my name was Annabelle. But now I walk the labyrinth in the glades of Anvil. Her name was Annabelle. I say her name was Annabelle. Now I walk the labyrinth in the glades of Anvil. Wood for wood and stone for stone. Killer's Dawn, Fighter's Dawn, Lullaby, brand new homes. Fight them back to Anvil. Hide a chainmail under vest. Killer's Dawn, Fighter's Dawn. When you're hunted, there's no rest. Fight them back to Annabelle. My name was Annabelle. I say my name was Annabelle. But now I walk the labyrinth in the glades of Annabelle. Her name is Annabelle. I say her name is Annabelle. But now she walks the labyrinth in the glades of Annabelle. Ambushed by the enemy. Killer's Dawn, Fighter's Dawn, pinned an arrow to my knee. Fight them back to Annabelle as it came into my tent. Killer's Dawn, Fighter's Dawn, took my leg and off he went. Fight them back to Annabelle. My name is Annabelle. I say my name is Annabelle. Now I walk the labyrinth in the glades of Annabelle. Her name is Annabelle. I say her name is Annabelle. But now she walks the labyrinth in the glades of Annabelle. Ooh, let's slow it down. Rain runs cotton to my head. Killer's Dawn, Fighter's Dawn, save me now or I'll be dead. Fight them back to Annabelle. There'll be no drinking when I'm gone. Killer's Dawn, Fighter's Dawn, the red hound stolen, oh my run. Fight them back to Annabelle. My name is Annabelle. Say my name is Annabelle. Now she walks the labyrinth in the glades of Annabelle. Her name is Annabelle. I say her name is Annabelle. But now I walk the labyrinth in the glades of Anvil. Whew!
Still peeking a bit.
I am still peeking a beat.
Wow.
A little bit too loud. Who'd have thunk it, eh? I'm a bit too loud. Okay, I'm going to see if I can turn it down a little bit for the next song. Good heavens above. Right, let's see. I mean, by the virtues. Got to learn that one. Okay, this one is going to be called Bones in the Ocean. Oh, God. I think I remember performing this at some point near or in the tent. The first time we performed in the tent was with Edwin. We were all together and we won that competition thing that she talked about earlier. But then I think I remember coming back at some point later and doing this song about a freeborn who had come back from a hell of a trip around Madruga, at least. Really nice dude, at least. And the song was really nice as well. It was about letting go. It's called Bones in the Ocean. Hopefully it's not too loud. I'm going to move back a little bit more just in case. Oh, I bid... Oh, shit, wrong way. Hang on. Got a finger throw this one. I bid farewell to the ports and the land as I've travelled away from Madruga's red sands to search for my long ago forgotten friends, to search for the place I hear all sailors end as the songs of the dead fill the space of my mind. I'll search without sleeping till peace I can find. I fear not the weather, I fear not the sea. I remember the fallen, do they think of me when their bones in the ocean forever be? Plot a course through the night to a place I once knew, to a place where my hope died along with my crew. So I swallow my grief and face life's final test, to find promise of peace and the solace of rest, as the songs of the dead fill the space of my ears. Their laughter like children, their beckoning cheers. My heart longs to join them, sing songs of the sea. I remember the fallen, do they think of me when their bones in the ocean forever will be? When at last before my ghostly shipmates I stand, I shed a small tear for my home upon land. Though their eyes speak of depths filled with struggle and strife, their smiles below say I don't owe them my life. As the souls of the dead fill the space of my eyes, and my boat listed over and tried to capsize. I'm this far from drowning, this far from the sea. I remember the living. Do they think of me when my bones in the ocean forever be? Now that I'm staring down at the darkest abyss, I'm not sure what I want, but I don't think it's this. As my comrades call to stand fast and forge on, I'll make sail for the dawn till the darkness has gone. As souls of the dead live forever in my mind, as I live all the years that they left me behind. I'll stay on the shore, but still gaze out to sea. I'll remember the fallen, and they think of me, for our souls in the ocean together will be. I remember the fallen, and they think of me, for our souls in the ocean forever will be. Lovely. All right, I reckon I can do one more. One more that won't require a guitar. One more that's got me in a bit of trouble before. Some of the people who know this one already will probably know. You know. It's about an orc. Oh God, I'm normally doing this to a lot of drum song, and I did this once with a guitar, but I didn't write down anything, so I'm seeing claps in the background. All right. All right, let's do what we can with this, and if it bombs to shit, we'll know what happens. All right. I'm not going to bang on the floor. That would be a stupid idea. Oh, I've got an idea. No, too much? All right, fair. I'll do it without. Right, my eyes cracked open just a titch. My jaw and back ached like a bitch. My breath was foul and my head throbbed with pain. As my eyes filtered in the light, I found myself in such a plight. Is there nothing that I didn't drink last night? About that time I realized that the strange floor on which I lied was rather sticky cold and covered in soft down. Then from a bathroom up ahead crawled a grey orc with dreaded hair, and she laughed at me still lying on the ground. My memory came surging back. Oh shit, what had I done? This lady orc had dragged me home with her to have a little fun. My little friend had gone so far from only one kiss at the bar. Oh, now I know what we both did last night. But then a piercing beam of light shone from a dagger she'd held high. This night was crazy. What the hell? Whatever works. To gain my freedom once again was to survive her mating den. Might as well lie back and try enjoy the perks. Way-o, named Kazza, she threw me on her bedroll and she kissed from head to toe. Way-o, named Kazza, don't know if I could walk right now or even in an hour. I'm watching that go on the chat, it's fantastic. That poor old bell tent must have felt the damage she had surely done, and so did I as soon as I came around. As she woke up, I surely knew that she was ready for round two. Had to dig in with my knife to hold my ground. Now she had something else in sight. 'Twas my Mivari hidden knife, and she unsheathed it from my war skirt with a grin. But I'd been drinking meat and rum, and though the night had just begun, and though the booze seemed to affect my show of him. I know you're going to try this at home, aren't you? Way-o, named Kaza, it was the best night of my life until she let me go. Way-o, named Kaza, she thought that she had won the night until she saw me hero. Way that orc Kaza, just checking if she's coming back to scare me half to death though. Way-o, orc named Kaza, beware the noise. She might come back, might go hide in the tent. Oh. Well, that's got to be done, hasn't it, at least? Well, that'll do it for me, I reckon. Thank you very, very much for tuning in. But there's still plenty more to go, though. If you think this is bad, you'll wait to see if something else does hell of a lot better than what I've just done here. Don't forget as well to donate. Not too sure what we're up to now. Hopefully that'll be filled in very, very soon. Last, I think we started on, what, 500-ish, then we went up to 720. Hopefully, we'll see what happens after that. So until then, guys, thank you very much. We shall hopefully see you later. I'll be around, watching, waiting.
Hi everybody, my name's Tiana. I'm obviously born, and I just wanted to say that we have just passed £775. We are now past the halfway mark, the 10. Thank you so much to all of you who've already donated. Please keep those donations. The Empire isn't the Empire without its music, its theatre, art. The theatre is the place that brings. So I'm going to shut up now. This first song is a song that I wrote about what it's like working synod. Now I go vote in synod. It takes up lots of time, from motions raised, meetings with the assembly at 9. Now it's a job that just suits me. A synod priest you'd never be if you could see what I can see when I vote in synod. We're always here putting out fire, and folks still think we're liars. Just don't go bring up the briars when you work in synod. In my profession I'll work hard, but I'll never stop. Keep on raising motions till Samar comes shut up. Thanks to Samar repears. No new doctrine in 2 years. Bet this debate all ends in tears for everyone in Synod. We could use the books up on our shelves in Axel Thermos Archive delves, but we'd rather fight among ourselves. That's what we do in Synod. Don't get me started on High Guard. Their congregations are rather large. They're still so that they're not in charge of everyone in Synod. We're still debating with Samar on who made virtue first. You'd think we'd all be more concerned with who's doing it worse. We saw his Zenny in his shiny coat. He says I must debate to vote. He's got his sword held to my throat. I'm trying to vote in Synod. The civil service who run the place, they handle mess we make with grace. I don't know how they keep straight-faced at what we do in Synod. I run around that big marquee to get a greater majority, cause no one can sodding agree on what we say in Synod. In my profession I'll work hard, but I'll never stop. I'll keep on raising motions till the Druge give us the chop. My motions I'll try to enforce. Senate will ignore, of course. If I wasn't here, I'd be enforced. Here I am in Synod. Yes, here I am in Synod. Now, this next song I wrote after receiving my beautifully printed 383 almanac from the Tasato Guild. Hopefully you've all received yours too. But it's kind of long, so if you didn't want to do the reading, this is like a short version, summing it up a little bit. It's 383 and there's no one on the throne and no one knows where the Empress has gone, but there's plenty of folks who'd like to take her place. With Severin Cope, even if he has to fudge it, at least a lot he'll keep it in the budget for folks like me, staying out of the throne race. Fighting all the time, but we never close a border. We can't hold the line, making chaos out of order. Synod speak their mind, and they don't let you get it, but that doesn't mean they listen in the Senate, working through the night. For virtue and devotion, you would think that I could push through a Senate motion. Want to close up front, but diplomacy is hard, and when we bring troops home, there's balloon in our back garden. We shot the Grendel pirates with our arrival, but we ended up giving them Faraz and Spiral. I can't wait to see who breaks the treaty first. Some of our neighbors are in on the act, but we piss the rest off with the Liberty Pact, and we keep on hoping that nothing makes things worse. Fighting all the time, but we never close a border. We can't hold the line, making chaos out of order. Synod speak their mind, and they don't let you forget it, but that doesn't mean they listen in the Senate through the night. For virtue and devotion, you would think that I could push through a Senate motion. Want to close up front, but diplomacy is hard, and when we bring troops home, there's balloon in our back garden, fighting all the time. Yeah, they've got us all surrounded. You would think that fact would keep everybody grounded. We've got magic spells, place enchantments on each other. That's if we've got time between cursing one another. Okay, I'm gonna take it down a little bit now. This is a love song that I wrote inevitably as a freeborn girl falling in love with. He's not here right now, so I hope you're back there in the audience, sweetheart. You only wear the mask when you fight. The only time that I feel afraid, not knowing if you're gonna be alright. I can't bring myself to wait by the gate. You chase down heretics in the night, armed with nothing more than your faith. I'll never stop you doing what's right. I can't work out if you're crazy or brave. And I won't make you tell me your secrets. If you won't make me tell you no lie. Our lives always seem so complicated, but it's easy when I look in your eyes. I feel like all my life you've been. You gave me a direction of my own. I need you like a miracle, you're there. Show me a new place to call home. And you're my muse when I roam wild and free. There's always some new dream to fulfill. You calm the summer storm inside of me. The only one can make me stay still. 'Cause I won't make you tell me a secret. And you won't make me tell you no lies. Play the game if it keeps them happy. Another day with you is the prize. And if you go ahead in the dark, I'll know that I can follow your lead. You've left your handprint here on my heart. You only wear the mask by. Okay, I've got one more song for you tonight. And this is a lullaby that I wrote for my baby boy after we had to leave Pharaoh's. So with this song, I will say goodnight. There's a Grendel that's hid beneath your bed. Oh, my darling boy. We're up on the 3rd floor. He must have flown here from the shore. There's a slaver that lurks behind the door. Though I check there 15 times, and I leave, then he arrives every night. Tell that Grendel that's hid beneath your bed to go somewhere else instead, or you'll kick him in the head. Tell that slaver behind the door. If he knows what's good, he won't come here no more, 'cause your mother's killed dozens of his kind before. Good night, Grendel Slayer, good night. Now it's time to close your tired eyes. It's pirates to slay and they've nowhere to hide. When they see you coming, they'll flee on the tide. Good night, night, good night. Good night, my little slayer, good night. Tell the slaver that you fight back, and you're sure you carry him off in a sack. If it beats you, don't you fret, just cut him open with an axe. Regret it, he deserved it, his virtue lacks. Tell the salt lord who's from a broken shore not to taunt you anymore, 'cause you'll kick him out the door. Tell that Grendel his he's been made, that he better avoid you like the plague, 'cause we'll burn down his house like we did in the trade. Good night, Grendel Slayer, good night. Now it's time to close your tired eyes. Pirates to slay and they've nowhere to hide. When they see you coming, they'll flee on the tide. Good night, night, good night. Good night, my little slayer, good night. I won't tell you there's beneath your bed. I won't sell you that it's all in your head. This world of ours is not as it appears. The monsters are real, but they can't get you here. Learn what you can from the Grendel, because you'll need it when we go to take back for us. Good night, Grendel Slayer, good night. Now it's time to close your tired eyes. There's pirates to slay and they've nowhere to hide. When they see you coming, they'll flee on the tide. Good night, night, good night. Good night, my little slayer. Good night. Good night, night, good night. Good night. Over to you, Matt.
Good evening. Hi, everyone. I am here as Errol Ailsa Tamerlane, and I'm about to start my set very shortly. I'm also lisping slightly. Do apologise. Before I begin anything else, there is a very small chance that one of my squires will join us, and by squires I mean one of two cats who have a tendency to jump up when I'm focusing very intently on something that isn't them. So if I yowl because a tiny claw's got to me, it's not the Druge assaulting Summerhome again, it's just a cat. So they may decide to join in as well. Having just checked, it looks like we're about £890, which is excellent. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. A very quick bit about the theatre. It's been super important to me. It's been a wonderful venue where not only I've been able to try things, but I've also been able to compete, and that's been wonderful. And it's really built on my pride, my confidence, and my ambition as a citizen. And it's lovely to be able to do a little thing to give back to you guys. So this evening, my plan is to do what the Dornish do best, as I'm a Dornish Earl, which is break parts. So I've got a couple of newer songs that I originally did at the Little Mother's Ball, and then a couple of old favourites if we have time for a fourth. We'll see how that goes. But the first song we have is possibly familiar to some of you, called Let No One Steal Your Time. We'll take it away now. Come all you fair and tender knights, who flourish in your pride. Beware, beware, keep your blade near. Let no one steal your time. Let no one steal your time. For when at last your chance is gone, do you know who'll fight for you? And every time a chance was lost, we'll all spread over with rules. We'll all spread over with rules. A questing knight was standing by. 3 flowers he gave to me. The red, the blue, and purple true. From his castle's blooming tree. From his castle's blooming tree. But I refused that blooming bunch and gave the hawthorn tree. So all the world may plainly see how my love ruined me. How my love ruined me. Thank you. Thank you, Alfie. Okay. So the next song is one that's quite dear to houses from the Barrens, all Dawnish houses, but houses in the Barrens, and I want them to know they haven't been forgotten. It's called You Will Never Leave Dongard Alive. In the deep dark hills, east of summer home, that's the place where I trace my bloodline. And it's there that I read on a hillside gravestone, you will never leave Dongard alive. Oh, my granddad's dead, walked down the Pilgrim Road, and he asked Lady Tilly to fight by his side. He said, won't you walk with me out of the gate of this castle? I will never leave Dongard alive. Where the fighting starts around 10 in the morning and the fighting stops once they've run away, and you fill your cup with whatever bitter brew you're drinking, and you spend your life just thinking of how to win the day. We all knew there was glory in them mountains till a man from Holberg arrived. He said, waving handfuls of prawns, I'll pay you for your mithril. But he never left Dongard alive. And times got hard, them enemies weren't budging. And Lady Tilly knew what she'd do to win the fight. She gathered up questing knights, went charging into valley yonder, and she never left Dongard alive. Where the fighting starts about 10 in the morning and the fighting stops once you run away and you fill your cup with whatever bitter brew you're drinking, and you spend your life just thinking of how to win the day. In the deep dark hills east of summer home, that's the place where I trace my bloodline. And it's there that I read on a hillside gravestone, you will never leave Dongard alive. Quick shot of the brew, courtesy of Sato Maestro. So our next one is an old favourite of mine. It's another sad one, but you love it. It's why you brought me here. I bring it every season. And this song might be familiar again to some of you, called Black Roses. I can see your eyes staring into mine. But it's a battlefield and you're on the other side. You throw your words sharper than a knife and leave me here in another house on fire. I'm laid low, I'm laid low, and I watch the towers burn. I'm laid low, lay low, what more than I have done? Now you only bring me black roses, and they crumble into dust when they're held. Now you only bring me black roses under your spell. And she told me twice all her good advice, but I couldn't see I was clouded by your lies. Up in smoke, a vision she foretold. She said, stay away, 'cause that night's a warning sign. I'm laid low, and I see the castle burn. I'm laid low, what could I have done? Now you only bring me black roses, and they crumble into dust when they're held. Now you only bring me black roses under your spell. And I'm done trying to be the one picking up broken pieces. Oh, I'm done trying to be the one who says clever dear, but I'm leaving. Now you only bring me black roses, and they crumble into dust when they're held. Well, now you only bring me black roses, but I'm not under your spell. 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 Right. Distracting, please. Thank you, everyone. So I think it is time for us to move on to our next act. But thank you so much, everyone, and I hope you keep watching, and I hope you enjoyed my set. Shall see you soon, hopefully in a field. Thank you. Goodbye.
What I appear to be on. I'm sure there'll be a lot of hand waving and carrying on in the comments if I'm not. I'm Alfredo von Olberg, kennel maestro of Georgie's Own for Goodest Dogs in Olberg. I've great love for the theatre. It's a marvellous place for a carry-on. It's a lovely place for to lure a victim to when you want to curse him. And it saves you a lot of legwork. If you want to perform in Anvil, you're either like schlepping all about the various campsites, seeing if you can nudge in, get some elbow action, as it were, like trying to get your songs heard and stuff. And if you've got to play, what are you going to do? Do the play 8 times at different camps around Anvil? No. The theatre's where it's at. Theatre's also where I won this horrendous thing for most outrageous performance a couple of seasons ago. That was for singing the second rudest song in Anvil, which I will not sing here. I will also not sing the most rudest song in Anvil, because I only do that when people pay me. I've got a couple of songs, and then I've got a story. Story is also an award-winning story, but I'll sing a couple of songs to warm up. This song is called Men I Have Known and Killed. Under our feet is a man I did meet, tally-roo-ta-tie-roo-tie-ay. He slandered my name, so I put him to sleep, tally-roo-ta-tie-roo-tie-ay. Buried under the hill is a man who I killed, tally-roo-ta-tie-roo-tie-ay. I opened his throat 'cause he looked at me ill, tally-roo-ta-tie-roo-tie-ay. Hidden under my bed is a lass I once wed, tally-roo-ta-tie-roo-tie-ay. She was too hard to please, harder still now she's dead, tally-roo-ta-tie-roo-tie-ay. Deep under the sea a crew of 23, tally-roo-ta-tie-roo-tie-ay. Those who knew them now know from my banner to flee, tally-roo-ta-tie-roo-tie-ay. So tell all of your mates that my temper is great, tally-roo-ta-tie-roo-tie-ay. Those who don't heed the word get their heads on a plate, tally-roo-ta-tie-roo-tie-ay. Oh, thank you. Oh, I imagine your rapturous applause. Oh, it's coming at me like birds. Num. Not that I snatch birds and eat them from the air, but, you know, that's what it is. Right, the next song is a song about unrequited love, longing, yearning, and in its way, just hunger, really. Right, it's called I Am Crazy for She. I am crazy for she, but she's not crazy for me. Her dark and smoky glances, they leave me craving more. I thought I'd try my chances, but she knocked me to the floor. Oh, I am crazy for she, but she's not crazy for me. Oh, how can I reach this lady? Oh, nothing seems to work. How can I get her to say maybe instead of kick me in the fork? Oh, I would do like a charmer with a lovely smiling face. I'm glad I wore my armour 'cause she beat me with a mace. I love her endlessly. Oh, what will become of me? Oh, I am crazy for she, but she's not crazy for me. Oh, if she'd blow me a kiss, it'd be like a thunderbolt. I'd be head to toe with bliss, I'd even do a somersault. Oh, I am crazy for she, but she's not crazy for me. What can I do to make her see that my love is not a sham? If she'd only smile as me, I'd go pink like roasted ham. She has big, impressive muscles, and I feel like I've been cursed. I would be a Wiener Schnitzel if she'd be my great bratwurst. Don't knock it till you've tried it, lads. I love her endlessly. What will become of me? Oh, I I'm crazy for she, but she's not crazy for me. Her hair is gold as honey, her cheeks are cherry red. Her skin is smooth like pastry, I can't get her out my head. Oh, I am crazy for she, but she's not crazy for me. Her kisses would be sweet, just like ripe tomatoes. I crave her more and more, like herring with potatoes. Oh, I am crazy for she, but she's not crazy for me. So I'm not in love, I'm just hungry. That's the end of that song. All right. Now I've warmed up me throatykins. I'll now tell you a story. This story also involves a prop. Right. I'm going to tell you a story about the Goodest Dog. The Goodest Dog. Well, see, I'm the kennel master of Georgie's Own for Goodest Dogs. This is Georgie. This is Georgie, as you can see. A specimen of an animal. Specimen is definitely the way I'd say. Georgie was a dog that was foul and ghastly and horrible on the outside, but in his way, also foul, ghastly, and horrible on the inside. It's like the degradation of his character just sort of shone out into his face and all the things what he'd done. But I'm not going to tell Georgie's story. That's not my my bag of stones to bear. Right. So as you can probably see from this picture of Georgie, he's got a peg leg. This is, I'll get it so the glare's not quite so bad. Here's Georgie's peg leg. This is Georgie after his upgrade. He started off with a fork. So he had 3 good legs and a fork. Now, my story is about the goodest of dogs, and my dog was called Little Brother. Now, if you take Georgie's like leg to not leg ratio, 3-to-1, and reverse that, you've got Little Brother. Little Brother had 1 leg, and it was one of his back ones. Right. As a puppy, he performed an act of amazing courage. Right. He dashed to save an errant toddler what was wandering towards a patch of freshly laid tarmac. Right. Toddler, fine. Little Brother, on the other hand, took the full brunt of the entire experience, and 3 of his legs were left as what you could charitably describe as nubbins. Right. More accurately, you know when you've had a really good go on like a chicken wing, they were like that. Right. It was a like being around him broke your heart. It was a piteous experience. Right. He had these big sort of scuff patches down each side because he'd be on his side pushing himself along with his 1 leg to try and get at stuff. And he was a dribbler. And I think in some way it was like an adaptation, you know, like slugs and snails prepare the surface what they're going to go on. That was Little Brother. But he was game. He had heart. He had spirit. He was worth a few bob as well. You know, donations for rehabilitation of the hero hand sort of thing. You know, it was a pretty good gig. Certainly when he was a little puppy and before like one of his ears had been worn away. That being said, yeah, I mean the worst thing with him was watching him try stairs. That was awful. But he had a favourite toy. It was like a wagon. It was supposed to be a shoe, but I sort of fucked up when I was carving it. So I put wheels on it and made a little wagon. Right? He'd bump it across the room, then spend 5 minutes scuffing across the flagstones trying to get it, and he'd bump it around the other side of the room. It took years off your life watching it, I have to tell you. But the problem with living with an hero dog, right? Like when you treat it like a paragon, is like obviously it's still a dog, so it's going to do like 5 amazingly stupid things every day. And what he took to doing was he took to like fucking the toy at me, which he developed some sort of. I mean, the effect was a throw, but in effect it was basically a convulsion with a projectile. But he'd hurl it at me, and you know he got fucking accurate with it as well. And this came to a head one day. I was sitting there and eating my dinner, and bang, duh, lands on my plate, sausages fucking everywhere. So I get this thing and I'm shaking it at him. I've got to tell you off. You're some sort of exemplary dog and you did a really good thing. You're all fucking coasting on this now, mate. You're skating on thin fucking ice. And he's looking up at me. He's looking up at me with a look of such intelligent frustration about him, right? And it dawns on me. He's not saying, "Come on, Dad, play with me," or even like, "Give me something better to eat than tripe, you bastard." It's not even that. It's not an act of protest in that way. What he's trying to draw it to my attention. He's fucking this thing at me because he's going, "Give me wheels, motherfucker. I got places to go. I got arseholes to sniff." So, right, I got an old sandal, right, and I fitted an axe on it with a couple of wheels, lashed it to the front of him, and meow, he's off. He's going to the left. He's going to the right. He's going down the stairs. He's going up the stairs. Because he's still George. He's got wheels and all that sort of stuff. But he was living life at the greatest of speed. It's like all the energy that he had pent up from everything that he wanted to do was still in him. Like if I put a ramp to the roof, he could have cleared the fucking street and landed on next door's roof. Is what I'm saying here. He was swift. Then I got me a little idea. So catch him after a while. Eventually, I had to throw a duvet on him to get him eventually. But I got him, got the wheels off him, took him down the dog track. At the dog track, right, at the start of before the big races with the proper like racing hounds that are more like crossbow bolts than they are dogs, they've got the funnies, like the sausage dogs and like the pampered ladies poodles and all the little weird dogs, just to warm the crowd up, have a bit of a laugh, so that people have had more of a drink when it comes to the actual betting, so they bet harder, right? So I entered little brother in the funnies without his wheels initially. So he's there, he's waiting and everything. I go around, I put a big bet with every bookie. Little brother to win the funnies, little brother to win the funnies. Like they're giving it good odds. Strap the wheels to him then, don't I? Comes the time for the go, they bang the clacky thing and meow, he's off. He leaves everything else in the fucking dust. Right, there's dogs chasing other dogs, there's dogs doing things that dogs do, and little brother is just gone. He's a dog on a mission. So I win big, I collect, I'm fucking rolling in it. It's I'm scattering rings because I haven't got space in my pockets anymore. It's crowns or thrones or nothing. Then comes the time to find little brother. Nowhere to be fucking found. I think that he clocked that I'd taken the wheels off him, and that brief return to his lack of freedom, he won't fucking having anything. And like he knew, like he's got his wheels. If they break, then someone will fix him for it. He's a piteous dog. He knows how to beg. He don't need muggins anymore. He's just fucked off. I'm running out into the street. Little brother, where are you? People are bringing me lost kids. What's the point? Are you my prize-winning racing dog? No. Fuck off and ruin the beach with the rest of the other urchins. So as much as the story's got a moral, right? He's out there somewhere. He's out there somewhere living his life. And like you might come across him in the stables of a Temeshwari racing magnate, or pampered on the lap of a Yarmish princess, or maybe even under the arm of an orphan with nothing but a dog and a dream. And if ever you see him, right, punch him in the face and get me fucking dog back. There's a bit of cash in it for you. There's 3 more cities of the league that I can do this in, and then we're taking him international. Right. That is the story of little brother, who I believe to have actually been the goodest of the dogs. Thank you everyone for entertaining me. And I'll sign off. I'll sign off, in fact, saying thank you very much to Mac for pulling all the strings behind the scenes. I've immortalised him in a little ditty. Say, Mac is known for his bravery and his terrible habits unsavoury. With unspeakable howls, he deflowers young owls he keeps in an underground aviary. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, thank you very much. And good night. Donate. That's me, I'm done.
Alas, viewers, we're stranded, are we three, locked up against our will, for company, only each other. The days pass in a whir, merge into each other, all a blur. I hardly know which day or night is which. So what poor souls are locked up in this crypt? Well, first, I am Gelaro de Sarvos, incarcerated here on charges which just state metaphysical misdemeanors. 2 fellow prisoners have I in these cells. The walls are thick. I cannot see their faces, but through the barred doors we still converse with one another, for better or worse. Fellow inmates, tell me once again who you are and what puts you in jail, lest isolated boredom wrest my mind from its fragile nest.
Oh, calm yourself, Gelaro. There's no need for drama.
Ah, there is always a need for drama.
Well, I am Francesco von Temmerschreiber, magician and artisan. For years I have roamed the Empire, studying the ways of the Eternals and using their magics and boons. But, well, it seems I grew careless and paid too little heed to the news from Annabelle. An Eternal, with whom I had been dealing, most virtuously, I might add, was all of a sudden declared in a state of enmity.
Did you say amity or enmity?
What?
These walls are hard to hear through. Amity or enmity?
Enmity. Not amity, not neutrality, but enmity. Enmity. The bad one.
Oh.
In any case, the declaration was made, but just one day after I was granted a boon from this very eternal under enmity. Before nightfall, some charlatan in conclave, calling himself the Prince of the Guild of Stars, moved swiftly to declare me sorcerer. Before I even knew my crime was a crime, and now I languish in prison. I could, perhaps, use my boon to break free, but then I would prove myself a fugitive. If I could find a virtuous way to use this boon, perhaps I could plead clemency. But what priest would pick up my case, and what use can I find for a boon in this dank prison?
Well, Francesco, let's leave that Chekhov's boon just resting there. Sienna, tell me your tale.
Well, my story is far less tragic. Sienna de Sato is my name, and I cannot help but love the finest things in life. The finest wines, the most beautiful clothes, the best kickabeos to share my sheets. But once too often in need of coin, I dip my hand into another's purse and was called a thief. The claim was raised by the Prince of the Guild of Stars, a man I have no recollection of meeting. Cursed be his name. The magistrates looked poorly on my case, and I had but one other option, to join the army in penance of my crimes. But without friends or allies in the armies of the Empire, such a course would surely mean death. And so I languish here.
Oh, be quiet, Sienna. You are driving me mad with your excessive yawns. Being locked up together reveals the worst in us.
Calm down.
And of your calm downs, I've had my fill. I'll get agitated if I will.
Well, then stop talking in rhyme. It's every bit as annoying as her yawning.
But we've been in here so very long.
We've been in here but 3 days. Stop your moaning.
It feels like a lot longer.
Hush! Someone approaches.
This is an outrage. False imprisonment. crimes against the Empire and against my person. I am an innocent man. Hear my case again. I have fought against the Druge since I was just a boy. I have seen the walls of Holberg rise and fall. I have killed barbarians in the streets and in the fields. I have taken ships south to strike the Grendel threat. And now I command a mighty cog, the crow's wing, and would be fighting now were I not trapped in this jail. I am innocent, I say again.
Calm down, sir. All folk are innocent in jail.
Who speaks? I can hear your voice, but I cannot see your face.
Your fellow prisoners are here, of course. You did not think you were alone, but you might pray for solitude before long.
Ah. My name is Domenico von Holberg, and I am here under false allegations. I am no coward, even if the magistrates brand me so. I have proven my courage time and again, and would do so once more were I free of here.
Cowardice is a serious allegation. Who made it? And how did it stick?
Some troublemaker, calling himself Prince of the Guild of Stars. I had set sail to strike the Grendel in freeboard. I led them ashore and pressed them hard. Through the battle, I called them out and led them at great pace away from the fray. This so-called prince must have seen us leave and raised a cry. When I returned alive, he had petitioned the magistrates, calling me a coward and accusing me of fleeing the field of battle.
Well, from here, it sounds like he speaks true.
I'll not hear it said. What you and he do not know, I was acting upon my general's orders to feign retreat amidst the fray, but fall heavily upon the Grendel's beached ships and set them all alight. And so we did. The flames, I and my fighters cheered to see the flames, but our orders were delivered in secret. My general who sent them lies dead beneath a Grendel axe, and her letters, which would prove my courage, were stolen.
Stolen? Oh no!
Indeed, my faceless cellmate. I shared a night of passion on my return, with a woman of divine beauty. But when I awoke, my purse and papers were gone. I did not report the crime. I know not why. My coin I can replace, but without my letters I am landed here in jail. Curse the thief who took them.
Oh, foul fortune. I was that very thief. Such a wild night full of passion and love. He must not know it was me, or my woes will be doubled.
Welcome, Domenico, to this prison of ours. My name is Gelaro de Sarvos, and I am imprisoned for breaking walls.
Breaking walls?
Indeed. The first I got away with, and the second and the third, but after that I was caught. Next to me is Francesco von Temeshwar, magician of great renown, who somehow seeks a virtuous cause for his magic. And the third voice you hear is that of...
Numfalsa.
What?
Yes, Numfalsa de Desato is my name, and I am imprisoned for swimming without permit.
Well, that's news to me, Nome Falsa. Since when has merely swimming been a crime?
It was upon a moonlight night in Tasato, and the wine was fine, my card playing was divine, I drank and gambled in a soak they call the North Star.
I know it well. My aunt is a bishop. She holds a congregation in that very street.
With the blue dress and the big hair, I call your aunt a friend. We have drunk together many a night.
I could tell you a tale or two about her, but please carry on. Swimming, you say?
Indeed, you see, upon the ferry port just nearby.
By the First Empress, this might take a while. Let's skip on a bit while these two reconcile.
And as I was walking away with 30 orichalcum in my bag, the bishop,
The bishop, my aunt.
yes, your aunt, turns to me and says, and that's why you should always carry a pineapple.
Francesco, this is interminable. We've been locked in here for years now.
It's been less than a week.
Years, I say, and I cannot put up with much more. Bring back the excessive yawning.
Oh, do calm down, July. Sienna, I cannot see your face, but I can tell that you are falling for Domenico. The two of you won't be in here forever. You'll have to come clean and tell him the truth.
But my sentence is long, and his will be even longer. The evidence which will prove his innocence, those letters which I stole, I passed on to my fence. Whoa. They're to be sold in Anvil this very night. Without that evidence, Domenico will surely rot in here. And short of some unprecedented magical intervention, there's just no way to retrieve it.
Oh, for shame. Your tale is tragic.
Did she say unprecedented magical intervention?
Yes, she did. Why? Oh, now, wait. Just a moment. I have the beginnings of a plan.
At last.
I could use my Eternal's boon to retrieve the evidence. Then Domenico would be free to fight the Grendel again. That surely would be a virtuous use, but for this to work, Domenico must learn the truth.
Please no. Accepting these cruel walls, these days have been a bliss to me. I could not bear to know that it was my larceny which led to his downfall.
What are you three whispering about? Nomifalsa, you sound scared. What stirs you?
I fear to tell you, Domenico, our time together here is a bird made of glass. I fear if I let it fly, lest it fall and smash. Will you forgive me?
Of what crime?
The crime of deception, and more.
Nomifalsa, you have been a bright light in my darkest moment. I long for the moment when I see your face and can take you dancing into Sato and sailing on my crow's wing to make love and war together. But I cannot while the slander of cowardice lies upon me.
Then for your sake, let it be done. Francesco, I shall tell all, once you have cast your spell.
In which case, through Eternal's boon, I weave my spells. Let the documents I desire be brought to me now. But how are we to get this to Domenico?
Leave that to me. I have a way with the breaking of walls.
Yeah.
The letters! They prove my innocence! I can be freed! Guards! Guards! Fetch the magistrate! But how can this be? What tale has brought them here?
Domenico, they came via my hands. I have lied to you and worse. I am nome falsa no more. I am Siena di Tessato, who lay by your side for a single night. A night I regret most ashamedly.
You regret our night together?
No, I regret the theft. I stole from you and unwittingly sent you here into the pit. And now, go. Be the hero I know you are. Fight the Grendel and spare no more thought of me.
I cannot. You shall not mind. I would rather stay here, in darkness, with you just a wall away, than sail all the seas of the world alone.
Oh, go together, fools. Siena, beg the magistrate to commute your penalty to service. Draw your sword upon the captain's ship. Then at least you'll sail together, wherever the winds of war may take you. Domenico, do not forget Francesco. Without his boon, you could never be free. Send word to your aunt, the bishop, to speak to Clemens. Francesco, you will be free as well.
Could it be true? Can we leave this place together? Domenico and I.
Bloody well hope so. I worked very hard to find a happy ending in here.
Oh, thank you. Thank you all. Domenico, call the guards. Let us be gone at once. Farewell.
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 Alas, looks like I'm here all alone, trapped within these solid prison walls with naught for company but the stars above. So I shall sit back and languish here, in all the comfort I can muster up. I'll not be beaten by this lockdown strict, or my name's not Gelaro di Sarvos, Prince of the Guild of Stars. Good night.
Hi, everyone. Okay, for those who don't know me, I'm Tarek Bashenhall. Yeah, I'm up next. We are getting really close to I'm going to take these off. We are really close to the 2/3 of the way mark. So I'm really hoping we can do that in the next few minutes, because that would just give me a huge amount of personal gratification. Okay, got 2 songs to do. Let's crack on. The first one, I'm going to try something I've never done at Anvil before. Say, folk song. So let's see how this goes. Spoiler, it's not a happy song. I meant to tell our story when the days were wild and free, but my heart it yearned to wander, and my eyes were blind to see. I meant to tell our story when the halls began to weep, and the prayers of the mountain sang me off to sleep. I meant to tell our story when the days of darkness came, when the wolves bit in the woods, and the dragons knew my name, and the embers came a-blazing, and my spine began to fray. I meant to tell our story. Perhaps I will someday. I meant to tell our story when the days were wild and free, but the days grow ever colder, and my eyes no longer see. I meant to tell our story when I still had tears to weep, and the press of the mountain sings you off to sleep. Thank you very much. I don't get to do quiet, soft songs very often at Anvil, so this is wonderful. Hey! Songs that don't involve shouting and losing my voice. Which is wonderful, so thank you very much. How are we doing? How are we doing numbers-wise, guys? 235, 235, 935. Awesome. Okay. Well, I've got one more I'm going to do for you. Slightly changing the lineup, because I was going to do a couple of other new ones, but then I realized this is a fundraiser, which is all about prosperity. So it kind of makes sense to do a song that is literally about prosperity. It just seems kind of appropriate. I'm bringing up the lyrics because I don't trust myself. Yeah. Y'all know me. "18 rings, 6 coins to my name, but with 18 rings, then I can change the game. Flip them over, turn them around. Oh shit, look, I turned them into a crown. Make it dance, make it work for you. Coin is for the spending. If you scatter it, then you'll reap the profits of the seeds you've sown. What do you know? Look, I turned it into a throne. We do what we do to keep the water flowing. The more you give, the more it keeps growing. I don't want your gifts, I don't want your charity. I just want to see some other love and prosperity. Donate. The wheel keeps turning, the wheel keeps turning, the wheel keeps turning round. If the water won't flow, then the crops don't grow, so the wheel keeps turning round. The wheel keeps turning, the wheel keeps turning, the wheel keeps turning round. If the water won't flow, then the crops don't grow, so the wheel keeps turning round. I make my living by the sweat of my brow, the strength of my voice and my lyrical know-how. I work hard, I spend freely. I'm not rich, but damn, I'm ideally placed to take a virtue and preach it to the masses. The fruits of my labor I use to fill glasses. Life is for the living is the message I'm selling. The sense of success is the aroma you're smelling. The wheel keeps turning, the wheel keeps turning, the wheel keeps turning round. The water won't flow, then the crops don't grow, so the wheel keeps turning round. The wheel keeps turning, the wheel keeps turning, the wheel keeps turning round. If the water won't flow, then the crops don't grow, so the wheel keeps turning round. Well, hold fast, cause it might sound funny, but the truth is, well, it's not just about money. It's the push and the pull and the give and the take. It's the things that we share and the joy that we make. Give me your attention, I'll give you my time. Lend me your ears and I'll fill them with rhyme. I'll give you words to make your soul burn and take your breath away in return. Hey. The wheel keeps turning, the wheel keeps turning, the wheel keeps turning round. If the water won't flow, then the crops don't grow, so the wheel keeps turning round. The wheel keeps turning, the wheel keeps turning, the wheel keeps turning round. If the water won't flow, then the crops don't grow, so the wheel keeps turning round. Donate your money and support the Empire Arts Festivals and all that entails. Project celebrate the arts and empire. Thank you very much. How are we doing on the numbers? Oh, we're getting close. Thank you very much, guys. I'm back, because it turns out I sang faster than expected, so got a bit more time. Right, I wasn't going to do this one, because it seems a little bit bittersweet, but fuck it, I don't know exactly how long it is, and I want to end on a high, so... All for the feels. My friends, my neighbors, good citizens all, thank you for coming and heeding the call. Let's rally the people and bring them all near. Sing out our songs for the whole world to hear. This is the cradle of all that we are. This is the heart of the storm. This is the ground where the future was born. This here is Empire, and this is our home. Each song that we sing, and each story we tell, each hero we name, and each life that we sell. Breath and each beat of your heart is a beat of the song. Give me drink in my cup and friends who will share it. Song on my lips and ears that'll hear it. Fire in my eyes to light all the good people I see. I tell you, my friends, there's nowhere that I'd rather be. Before 10 in the morning, we're barely alive. We're like ghosts, we're like spirits, and then coffee arrives. Then heroes awaken and stand by your side. Gather your courage and sing out your pride. But the storm will not break us, although it may try. The sun may beat down and may bake the world dry. But we stand by our neighbors and raise them up tall. Gather your voices and scream out the call. For you are my empire, you are my hall. For you I would fight and for you I would fall. For you are the beat of my heart and the heart of my song. Give me drink in my cup and friends who will share it. Song on my lips and ears that'll hear it. Fire in my eyes to light all the good people I see. I tell you, my friends, there's nowhere that I'd rather be. So fill up your tankards and fill up your lungs. Leave no words unspoken and no song unsung. Make noise for your heroes, your kith and your kin. Sing out their names and the pride that they bring. Together we stand and divided we fall. And the future we write will be shaped by us all. For we are the singers and we are the song of a story that's greater than more. Sing along. Give me drink in my cup and friends who will share it. Song on my lips and ears that'll hear it. Fire in my eyes to light all the good people I see. I tell you, my friends, there's nowhere that I'd rather be. Sing along at home. Give me drink in my cup and friends that'll share it. Song on my lips and ears that'll hear it. Fire in my eyes to light all the good people I see. I'm going to imagine you were singing. I'll tell you, my friends, there's nowhere, I tell you, my friends, there's nowhere, I tell you, my friends, there's nowhere that I'd rather be. I tell you, my friends, there's nowhere that I'd rather be. Especially with this weather. Fuck you, weather gods! I tell you, my friend, there's nowhere that I'd rather be than in a field with all you nerds. Thank you very much.
So that was a hard act to follow. My name is Magnus Kilmausen.
Nanook Tikani.
We got a few songs for you. They marched in from the snow clouds, they rose up from the ground, an overnight invasion, and this is what we found. There's Zartoks in the bathtub, there's Zartoks in the bed, we found one in the pantry, and this is what we said. Artok, stick them on the roof. They've got to go, you never know, they might be waterproof. Sit ya, storm of ice and snow. Please stop making Artoks, there's no place they can go. I put one in the garden and showed it how to weed. I posted one to High Guard, I taught one how to read. It now dictates my papers, I've got one as a stool. 40 more are at the door, I cried out like a fool. Artok, stick them on the roof. They've got to go, you never know, they might be waterproof. Sit ya, storm of ice and snow. Please stop making Artoks, there's no place they can go. We hitched one to a wagon, we put one in the cellar. Gave one to Nan, she thinks he's grand, and now he's her new fella. One day they'll up and leave us to find their icy home. With Nan in tow, we'll miss them so they'll always be our own. Artok, stick them on the roof. One day they'll go, you never know, they might be waterproof. Sit ya, storm of ice and snow. Please don't take our Artok, we've come to like them so. And so if you didn't know what an Artok was, you do now. So, when I'm not singing or songwriting, I fight with a unit called the Imperial Auxiliaries. We're a relatively new unit. Not everybody knows about us. This is a problem I intend to fix. Let me tell you of heroes that you may not know. We are the auxiliaries and we're rarely on show. When there's call for a runner, we're way out ahead. We're not even winded and we'll rest when we're dead. No foe can catch us, we're brave and we're fleet. We are the auxiliaries and we fight with our feet. Their armies are massive, but our cause is just, so they can't stop the Empire and there's no stopping us. Through forest, through field and through enemy lines, our scouts see it all and come back every time. No foe can catch us, we're brave and we're fleet. We are the auxiliaries and we fight with our feet. If you find yourself bleeding and under attack, we're not there to heal you, but we'll get you back. When the shield wall can't reach you, look for us running free, crying you're okay, I've got you, just stay with me. When your weapons are useless and there's nowhere to go, with a sword in your hand and the bolt for your bow, by your side with the water when your throat's getting hoarse. If the general's in trouble, we're a fast-moving force. No foe can catch us, we're brave and we're fleet. We are the auxiliaries and we fight with our feet. We hail from all nations and we serve everyone. We live for the Empire, when it calls we run. We cover the field with breath left to spare, to shout out, I've got this, I'm already there. No foe can catch us, we're brave and we're fleet. We are the auxiliaries and we fight with our feet. Thank you. That's two fast ones. Let's finish up with something a little bit slower. This is called We Got This. They say true love is easy, but I don't think that's right. Love is a fearsome challenge and an endless savage fight. But all that I can think of when I'm standing at your side is we've got this. Yeah, we got this. If Suak love is an icy hearth, I've the fire to get it lit. And if my Steiner heart's been smashed apart, but, well, you found all the bits. You might call me a cynic, but then I've done this before. Yet with open hearts and open eyes, we'll make something more. We've got this. Yeah, we've got this. I'd say I've got your back, but I've seen you watch your own. With a skirmish raid or on the field, I know you're coming home. With Suak steady cunning, backed up by Steinamite. Let's go, sweetheart, we'll take them apart if they're dumb enough to fight. We've got this, yeah, we've got this. Yet though we both be fierce, we'll never win them all. We'll lose friendships, homes and callings, we'll be driven to the wall. We'll stand again, we'll build again, just like we've done before. We'll join hands in the ashes, and if we have nothing more, then we've got this, yeah, we've still got this. With your vigilance and loyalty, my courage and my pride, our love prospers in ambition, and together we are wise. I'm so thankful that I met you, but from there it's been on us. It might be luck that made this, but it's work that makes it last. We've got this. Yeah, we got this. I've heard true love is easy, but that's not what I would say. Love is never easy. We just make it look that way. Thanks very much, everyone.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Vikeliok 2 Feet. Cousin to this idiot who's organising all of this. Now, as you may have noticed, we've overrun a bit. So, having already stolen poor Van's slot because he couldn't make it, yet I happen to have 6 songs prepared. Now, I'm only going to be able to do 3 of them, ergo the 3 fingers I'm holding up. So, I want you all to decide what I'm going to do. So, the 3 songs that I have prepped are Over the Trods and Far Away, The Rivers Run Red, Last of My Striding, Leave Her, Johnny, Leave Her, Jenny and Her Ghosts, and of course, because I wouldn't be a 2 feet if I didn't mention it, Doing the 9. So, you've got about 30 seconds to just type in there, and I shall check on my device to see what you've picked, and then we'll go from there. So, what's the first shout? Right, we've had 2, we've had 1 for Rivers Run Red. Well, we had lots for Rivers Run Red. Right, shall I start with Rivers Run Red then? How about that? We'll do Rivers Run Red first, and then lots of yelling for Last of My Striding, and Virtues. An awful lot of yelling. Oh, and 1 for Leave Her. Do you know what? We'll do big. I don't even know what we're doing anymore. So we'll start with Last of My Striding, then we'll do Rivers Run Red, then we'll do Doing the 9, and if we've got any time, we'll add something else. How does that sound? Right. Today, I don't have my trusty backing vocalist, so I have my very best buddy, the loop pedal, who will be keeping me company, as well as this lovely bottle of 2 Feet cider, which you could possibly have had you been in the field with me. Right, onwards and upwards. Let's find out. And the rivers ran red. Nope, that's not that one. Sang the crow. Nope, that's not that one either. Yeah, now we are. Oh, I am the last of my striding. My people have gone from the earth. The last of a great roaming striding that walked all the trods at my birth. And we sing, hey, hey, oh, 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 yes, we sang, hey, hey, oh, 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 the Jotun have come to my homeland. They've covered its length and its birth. They've scattered the fawns, they've butchered the brand, they've spilled blood and salted the earth. Yet I sing, hey, hey, oh, 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 yet I sing, hey, hey, oh, oh, they came to my home with their fire. They came to my home with their steel. They butchered my kin and left me for dead to bleed out on that battlefield. Yet I sing, hey, 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 oh, 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 I sing, hey, hey, oh, oh, I hunt them with bow in the daytime. I hunt them with stealth in the night. And though I might fall, more will answer my call, and the Nava will stand in the light. I am the last of this striding, but mark ye the words of my song. For when I am dead, this music will fade, and the silence will go, and I oh, and I say, hey, 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 oh, 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 yes, I say, hey, 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 oh, 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 yes, I say, hey, hey, oh, hey, oh, 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 for I am the last of my striding. So how did that go? Was that Clip City? Marcus, was that Clip City? Oh, it was right, as we were a little bit worried, because with the whole setup, with various arcane devices, it doesn't always come out very well. Anyway, less of my banter, on to the next one, which will be, if I can find it, Rivers Run Red. Ah, yeah, there it is. So, gone are those halcyon days, gone are the days of yore. Gone are those halcyon days when we went on the clouds grey overhead. Gone is the rain tinged with red. The rivers ran red, 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 and the rivers ran red, 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 and the rivers ran red, 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 and the rivers ran red, red, red. Oh, gone are those halcyon days, virtues we were strong. Oh, gone are those halcyon days when we could do no wrong. Gone are the friends that fell on that day. Gone are foes crushed in that fray. When the rivers ran red, red, red. When the rivers ran red, red, red. When the rivers ran red, red, red. And the rivers ran red, red, red. And the rivers ran red. Gone are those halcyon days. We were all so young. Gone are those halcyon days. But those deeds are all undone. Gone are the screams still in my head. Gone are the fields of the glorious dead. When the rivers ran red, red, red. When the rivers ran red, red, red. When the rivers ran red, red, red. And the rivers ran red, red, red. And the rivers ran red. Those days are gone, 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 gone. Gone, 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 they're gone, 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 gone. The rivers ran red, the rivers ran red, 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 and the rivers ran red, 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 and the rivers ran red, 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 and the rivers ran red, red, red. Rivers ran, rivers ran red, 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 and the rivers ran red, 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 and the rivers ran red, 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 and the rivers ran red, red, red. Rivers ran red, ladies and gentlemen. Right, do I have time for another? I do. Oh, right then. Let's have us a look at the comments. Oh, doing the 9. Right, let's find it on my magic familiar, and let's see what it has to say for itself. Oh, that's Dang McCrow. This is what you could have had. Oh. Ah, there we go. Oh. Aye, that's the low part. I once knew a girl from Varushka, 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 and she's the one who set the bar, the girl from Varushka. And now the drugs are calling me, calling me, calling me. Yes, now the drugs are calling me away, away from Varushka. I once knew a girl, Wintermark, 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 we had to do it in the dark. The girl from Wintermark. Now the Trods are calling me, calling me, calling me. Yes, now the Trods are calling me. Away from Wintermark. I once knew a girl in the Marcher's Land. Marcher's Land, I the Marcher's Land. She finished me with just one hand, the girl in the Marcher's Land. And now the Trods are calling me, calling me, calling me. Yes, now the Trods are calling me. Away from Marcher's Land, I once knew a girl in Old Highgard. Old Highgard, Old Highgard, those priestly robes made me so hard. The girl from Old Highgard. Now the Trods are calling me, calling me, calling me, and now the Trods are calling me. Away from Old Highgard, I once knew a girl in the Basque Coast. The Basque Coast, yes, the Basque Coast, and she's the one who cost the most. The girl in the Basque Coast. Are calling me, calling me, calling me, and now the Trods are calling me. Away from the Basque Coast, I once knew a girl in the league, my stamina she did fatigue. The girl from in the league. The Trods are calling me, calling me, calling me. Yes, now the Trods are calling me. Away from in the league. I once knew a girl from Orisen. I won't be touched like that again. My girl's from Orisen. And now the Trods are calling me, calling me, calling me. And now the Trods are calling me. Away from Orisen. I once knew a girl, she was an orc. Was an orc when she was done a kid. Oh God, it was so. The girl who was an orc. And now the Trods are calling me, calling me, calling me. Yes, now the Trods are calling me. Away from all these orcs. Now, normally, I'm stood around a fire. I've got a pint of the 2 Feet Brewery's finest in my hand, available from all good retailers on the field. And at that point, I have a bit of audience participation. So I appear to have, missed a nation. What nation have I missed? Go on, in the comments, what have I missed? I'm still waiting to be told which nation I've missed, because I've only done 9, and there's 10 of us out there. So who is it? Oh, Dawn! Oh, bloody hell! I've missed 2. Right, let's get Dawn done. Calling me, calling me, calling me, and now the Trods are calling me. Away from all those orcs. Oh, I once knew a girl down in Dawn. She was 6'10" and full of brawn. The girl from down in Dawn. And now the Trods are calling me, calling me, calling me. Yes, now the Trods are calling me. Away from girls in Dawn. I once knew a girl from Vernevar. She tracked me down. I didn't get far. The girl from Vernevar. And now the Trods are calling me, calling me, calling me. And now the Trods are calling me. Away from Vernevar. Despite terrifying technical difficulties, we managed to make it through that. I'm impressed. Everyone's impressed. I should be drunker. Oi, Marcus, is there time for one more? Or should I sod off? Oh, I should sod off. Right. Give this man money. Give the Tentate money. The theatre is wonderful. They haven't barred me yet, though they don't sell 2 Feet cider, so make of that what you will. Anyhow, hello, cheerio and all that. Now where are all those damn buttons which we'll get rid of?
Well, that was that. I really hope you all had a great time. That was awesome. Everyone was fantastic. You lot were fantastic. I've been sat here reading, a thing that I don't like to do, because, you know, it's exercise for the eyes, as some may call it. I think you've all been fantastic. We've hit the 2/3 mark. We're well on our way. We're going to keep it all going though. A lot of people have asked for SoundClouds and things like that. I'm going to upload this to another place, and I will put it all on there. So thank you so much for doing this. I have loved getting this together for everyone. This has been fantastic. I'm going to call it now. I would sing, but I can't handle those kind of deaths. I'm sorry. So thank you so much. You're all fantastic. I would say I love you, but I don't. I'm going to go and do some Twilight now, probably, and drink more of the 2 Feet cider. Did you know it's the best cider in the field? The Seawolf port is good, though. I will give them that much. The cider, no, you want 2 Feet. Anyway, donate. The theatre needs it. I want the theatre. They have lots of wonderful things there. You all take care of yourself. Be good to each other. As good as you can be, anyway. And I'll see you all in the field soon. We'll have a drink together. We'll talk about this. I won't remember. But, you know, it'll be there in spirit. But, love you all. Take care. Be good to each other. Okay. Bye-bye.